Hi guys, and welcome to or welcome back to the No Gluten Zone. I normally create content for people with what I call food issues. That can be sensitivities, intolerances, allergies, or autoimmune issues, or any other health issues that are affecting your diet. Today, I'm talking about UTIs, a very misunderstood situation with UTIs, I guess I would say. So I do have interstitial cystitis. It was a nightmare getting diagnosed. They kept telling me I had UTIs. I have a video on interstitial cystitis where I believe I tell my story. Like, I'm not kidding. Even doctors were just baffled until I finally was diagnosed with interstitial cystitis. My apologies. My puppy is sleeping on the floor and she's bumping my tripod. I do believe there are other people that have interstitial cystitis and don't realize it yet. They have not been properly diagnosed. And so it's just something to be aware of. If you have symptoms of a UTI, which is most commonly frequency of urination, urgency of urination, and pain with urination, those are like the big three signs of a UTI. And usually you run to your doctor and they dip these sticks in your urine to test and tell you if you have a UTI or not. The thing is, those tests don't actually test for bacteria. So our bladders are a sterile environment, and anytime bacteria gets in there, you're going to have an infection. So the thing is, if you're in an IC flare, it's the same symptoms: the urinary frequency, urinary urgency, and urinary pain. So I see a lot of people online going and asking for help with a UTI. And number one, everybody says drink cranberry juice. So I just want to caution you, because if you have IC and maybe you don't know you have it, cranberry juice is one of the worst things you can drink. It's going to irritate your bladder even more. So just pay attention to how you're feeling. If you're drinking cranberry and it's making it worse, you might have IC. The other one, and the big thing that I really wanted to talk about today, is D-Mannose. D-Mannose. This is a really amazing supplement, but it is so misunderstood. And so Hi guys, I wanted to interrupt your previously scheduled video just for one moment and ask for a big favor. So I've had a goal all along to hit 500 subscribers for my channel, and I recently hit 400, and it just makes it feel so close. I'm almost there. So I wanted to ask if you would consider subscribing. It is free. Just click the subscribe. And if you want to be notified of future uploads of videos, you can hit the bell icon. I would so appreciate it. And if you're watching this video at some point in the future when I already have beyond 500 subscribers, then I would still appreciate your subscription, because I guarantee you I have some new updated goal at that time. So I so appreciate each and every one of my subscribers and viewers. And I just wanted to ask for this favor. And also, if you hit the thumbs up or thumbs down, just to show me what you like to see, it helps me plan future videos and that sort of thing. So thank you so much. And now back to your video. The purpose of this video really was to discuss D-Mannose and how it works and why. Any bacteria entering your bladder can cause a bladder infection, or UTI, urinary tract infection. It's not just one particular type of bacteria. And so my issue was they kept dipping my urine. And so they're looking at, there's pus in my urine, there's which is white blood cells, there's, maybe blood in my urine. They're looking at those things and they're saying, yes, this is a UTI. Those things that they initially dip do not look for bacteria. The reason I didn't get properly diagnosed was for years they were just doing that. Nobody was sending my urine for a culture. They need to do a culture. It takes a few days. They put it on a petri dish and they see what bacteria is going to grow. Then you know what bacteria is in your urine, which in your bladder, is causing that infection. So no one was doing this. Otherwise, they would have said there's no bacteria in your urine. This is not actually an infection. My point here is that lots of different bacteria types can cause infections. And you see this more in hospital settings or nursing home settings where there's a lot more types of bacteria around. In the home setting, when just at your home, very commonly it is E. coli is the bacteria. And this is because E. coli lives in our intestine, and it's good in our intestine. It's doing a job there. It's supposed to be there, but it's not supposed to get transferred into our bladders. But because there's a close proximity there, things happen sometimes, and that is what happens. So the most common cause of UTIs is E. coli, but it's not always the cause. And so I point that out because D-Mannose is only effective if it's E. coli causing the bladder infection. So what D-Mannose does is it makes it where the E. coli can't hold on, and you basically can just pee it out, flush it out of your system. So if you are prone to UTIs, and if they are really UTIs, if you've done cultures and it's E. coli, I would recommend taking this pretty often then and prevent getting the UTIs in the first place. You can also keep this on hand, and as the very first sign of a UTI, start taking this and see if it can help get you out of it. Instead of drinking cranberry juice, like, go for this. This would be better. I was just going to read what it says here. It says D-Mannose is a naturally occurring simple sugar that your body utilizes to help cleanse the urinary tract and maintain a healthy bladder lining. It's metabolized only in small amounts, with excess amounts rapidly excreted in the urine, so it won't interfere with healthy blood sugar regulation. Clinical studies have demonstrated that when taken regularly, D-Mannose promotes normal urinary tract function by cleansing and maintaining the health of the bladder lining. And then, of course, they have their statement that they have not been evaluated by the FDA, blah, 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 blah. They're not intending to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. They have to say that. That's just the law. That doesn't, some people read that and they think, oh, this doesn't really work. Like, they're just trying to fool people or make money. But they're just required by law to put that. The only things you're allowed to say can cure, like legally, are pharmaceutical medications, which, like, I don't know who made that law. That's just insanity. Like, I'm not downplaying pharmaceuticals, but they are downplaying natural stuff, which does actually work in a good majority of situations as long as you're using the right natural stuff. So anyways, there's lots of brands. This is just the one I have on hand. Sorry, my puppy. My puppy's being a stinker and moving my camera. But my point is, if you're suffering from UTIs, especially like frequent UTIs or routine UTIs, not just like once or twice in your life, make sure they're doing cultures and get copies of the paperwork. Know what organism is causing your UTI. And if it is E. coli, definitely try this. If you get them like pretty often and it is an actual UTI and it is caused by E. coli, you could take this like every day, or, you know, a couple times a week or something like that, to keep it all flushed out and good, because nobody enjoys getting UTIs. That is like the worst. So I hope this was helpful. Have a great day, guys, and God bless you.